Good day, viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning into Just Be Tarot. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I am here today doing a live reading for the general collective. All zodiac signs are welcome, and it's a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And don't forget, guys, I do personal, for the love of God. I do perform personal readings, and you can find that information on how to get in touch with me down below. So don't forget about that. What else did I need to tell you? This is a timeless reading. So whenever you're seeing this, it is meant for you. And I am just shuffling for the overall energy for the collective. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live in the future or when I'm posting new readings. I was doing channeled messages on Wednesdays, and now I think I'm going to release love readings on Wednesdays instead. So that's something new that I'm going to try this week, and you guys will have to let me know how you're feeling about that. If you're going to like it or not, give me some feedback once it gets going for the next couple weeks. I want to try that, see how you guys like that. So something new that I'm trying. So it'll be romance that could involve situationships. If you have a partner, if you're looking for someone, it's kind of all grouped together as one. But that is going to be a recorded reading that I release on Wednesdays. So keep an eye out for that one. And it'll be weekly, except for when I release my monthly zodiac readings. So something new. Thought I'd keep you abreast of the situation. Now, I got, for our overall energy for this reading, I got Moon Maiden, New Beginnings, and a tidy house, clarity and organization. Yeah, it's time to clear out the old, out with the old, in with the new. It is time to really delve into and take a deep dive into things you need to get rid of and unclutter. It's really necessary for a lot of people. I feel like there are things that we've been holding on to that are bringing unwanted energy, and these things need to be gotten rid of. And whether they be donated or upcycled, given to somebody, donated to somebody. Hello, Autumn Moonlight. Good to see you. But things need to be more tightly aligned to what is bringing you happiness and what is aligning with you. So it's like a must do. It's a calling. This has been coming up in so many readings, that this new beginning, this change is coming. It is a perfect time to start that, to go through things. When you're getting ready to pull your spring stuff out, when you are, setting up your lawn furniture for the outside, when you are preparing for the warmer weather, it's a perfect time to get rid of things that aren't suitable for you anymore. And I'm not just talking about material items, but also personal contacts as well. Maybe you're realizing that after you leave from hanging out with somebody, you just feel depleted. Like you feel like you just aren't feeling yourself. Like all the energy has been sucked out of you. Those are the types of people that you need to really hold at arm's length and still cherish them, still care about them, but it doesn't mean you have to have them in your energy all the time. So yeah, That's what I'm getting from new beginnings. Start to organize, start to go through things, and that means in every sense of the word. Um, really try to uh, just get things aligned in your own life for your own path. It's really about your path and what you're walking on, the path that you're choosing. And I know that this doesn't just involve you. You know, you guys have families, you guys have children. So it's not always just your path. You have a lot of other responsibilities with that, but you also have to take care of yourself so you can nourish other people. And that might mean getting rid of things and, or people to bring in other new energy that is desperately needed in your life. All right. So ooh, I was, we get some more oracle cards from this deck. Let's see. Let's get some angel cards here. We have author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write. So you might want to, even journaling, expressing yourself, finding a way to express yourself. Maybe you're not good with articulating words in speech, but maybe you're a great communicator in writing. So that might be your skill. So maybe you want to hone in on that. Maybe you want to even, I just heard, maybe go for a job. Maybe you are, um, look at this, writing. Somebody needs to hear this message and get to writing. This is you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So maybe you're vlogging or blogging or whatever, but people are paying attention. People want to know what's next. This is a big energy right here. Maybe you're writing on social media and you're releasing things weekly or daily or even every other day. But it's an impact on people. Maybe you're making people laugh in this. It's a hard time to laugh right now. So in this dismal time, maybe, when people are scrolling through and they see something you've written and they take the time to read it, and maybe you give them a good laugh, maybe you touch their soul in some way, but people are paying attention. And yeah, so that can't be overlooked. It's really important. um we got to talk to your angels. So connect with your guides, guardian angels, ancestors who are in your energy, who are protecting you each and every day. They're there for you. That's what their job is, to protect you, to guide you. And you can talk to them, ask them questions, ask them for downloads, ask them for advice. That's what they're there for. Ask them for signs on certain things. And you know what? You might not get them the way you think you're going to get them, but you will get them if you pay attention. Um, if you stay present, if you aren't looking so hard that you overlook. Now we have children. So children might be in your energy this week. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you have children. Maybe you're meeting somebody's children for the first time and you're forming a connection, or you're trying to form a connection with somebody's children or child. Okay, we have energy healing. A lot came out. Shuffle. I should have warned you guys. So, and we also have yoga, and these came out the other day. And you see me shuffle these cards. These came out together, and they have the same exact pose. So it's time to clear those chakras. Focus on clearing your own energy. Like I said, it's your path. You have to make sure you're on your healing journey and on your healing path to nourish everybody else who you're coming in contact with. Connect with your higher power. Talk to your angels. But most importantly, look inside yourself. Connect with your higher self and ask for guidance, ask for healing. This might also be an indication that maybe somebody in your energy needs that healing energy sent to them. So you might want to just do them a solid and send healing energy if you know anybody who needs it. Maybe they're suffering silently with something that you're not aware of. And then we have study. I'm getting a lot of teaching energy, a lot of schooling energy. I feel like you're in a position, a leadership position, in some kind of role that people look up to you. People are asking you questions. People are asking you to solve issues. People come to you because they know you have the answers or have gone through situations similar to them and you talk about it. This could be you studying somebody else's habits or somebody else's way of living because you're inspired by them. This could also be you're trying to get a little bit more insight and see a project more fully or a situation more fully and try to get the overall energy of the full picture, not just taking one person's side or your point of view. You want to expand on your knowledge. So maybe you've gone and talked to people and see what they say or what their opinion is. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to tarot. And see what's going on here. I am shuffling. Hey, Witchy World Traveler, how are you? Oh my gosh, that's okay. I was a little late too. So I was just visiting my son and his fiance and my grandkids. So I thought I was going to be really late, but I did make it. Just a few minutes late. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to hear for this week? What are the messages that they need to hear? My weekend was quiet. I was in a state of healing, trying to heal my energy and just relaxing and taking it all in and just kind of trying to reconnect with myself. How about you? Okay, so we have the Hangman once again trying to see things from a different perspective. Um, the Hangman is in reverse though, so it's almost like you have gotten the answers that you need. You have become more insightful on a situation. And this might be something from your past. This could be a situation that happened years ago, and you might be finding out about it this week or soon. It's like somebody is going to give you the answers that you need about a situation that happened a while ago. Oh, that's nice. Just chilling. I love that. So I do think that something you're going to see something that is, or hear something that you might have been searching for an answer for years. This could be a family issue or maybe something to do with your friends. Something is brought to light. Something from the past. Somebody brings up something from the past. It could be something that you did. It could be something that you're not very proud of, is what I'm hearing. But somebody has come to you and asked you, and you are might have the need to divulge the truth or clear something up. Let's see what else we have. Messages for the collective spirit for this week. What are some messages for this week? Thank you. Hmm. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's a deficit. That's a losing. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I was told to clarify with this deck. You got it. Oh no. What is going on? Thank you. With this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I see a divine masculine being quite guarded in the Hierophant. Let's pull another couple cards. So I feel like this is maybe somebody has lost a job or is going to this week, or they're cutting back on something. I feel like this is like superiors at work. We have the Emperor and the Hierophant. I'm feeling like this is like upper echelon of people. I hope so. Let's see. This could be management. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody is has the nasty job of maybe cutting staff or cutting costs some way. And that doesn't necessarily mean firing people, but it could mean, you used to have, a luncheon once a month and now that got cut because it's unaffordable anymore for the company, or um like I see trying to hold on. But I feel, and this doesn't have to be work related, this could be home related too. This could be um the elders in your family, maybe they have to cut back on something. Maybe you are living with your family rent free and they're like, you know what, things are expensive now, you have to start paying something. And I feel like that's the kind of situation, like superiors of some kind are trying to pull back on something, or they might be cutting something off. Maybe they're having to get rid of cable and you're just streaming now, or it can be something as simple as that. but there's something that you want to hold on to, something that you are hesitant to let go of. I feel like they're trying to save money. This could also be a saving. Instead of holding on, it could be savings. Trying to save money because it just seems like money is just escaping. And I feel like there's people who are trying to rebudget, get things tighter in the household or at work. This could be a call for you to tighten your purse strings and be put on a budget and to cut back. If you've been feeling like, you are living above your means because everything's expensive, and even the things that you were able to do that was well within your means might not be in your means anymore. So you have to take a look at how you're spending money and see where you can cut costs here and there. I know that's something that I've had to do. Things are so expensive. All right, Spirit, what other messages does the collective need to hear? Thank you. Okay, so there's something that you're waiting for. I feel like somebody is waiting for another person to be out of a relationship, or we have the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is a very independent person who happens to be in a relationship with somebody, and you are waiting for it almost to fall apart. But I do feel like I just heard your ship has sailed. Maybe you had an opportunity to be with this person previously and you didn't address it when you had the opportunity. Because there you are looking at the ships, and I'm hearing your ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. This could also be waiting on some news of I feel like maybe some of you are breaking free from something and you're establishing something on your own. This could be like your own business. Maybe it's a side hustle of some kind. Maybe you're waiting for your LLC to be approved or something along those lines. You're starting your own company or your own business where you want to be independent and stand on your own. But right now you're in this waiting game. I'm also hearing resourceful or needing to use resources. Look to your resources, the people around you, the people who support you. Because as independent as you are, this is a call to, you are able to lean on people. You are allowed to ask people for help when you need it. You don't constantly have to be in this status of, I don't need anything from anybody. People often think that it's an honor to be asked to help somebody or asked for help from somebody. There are so many people in the world that they could ask for help, and they chose you. People are honored by that, especially when they know you're not the type of person to ask for help. And they come to you and say, hey, you know what? Can you help me with this? People are honored because you're not that type of person who's going to automatically do that. So when you do it, it's an indication that it's necessary. And I feel like this is an indication that maybe you need to lean on other people to get the help instead of pretending like you can do it all by yourself. And I'm sure you can. There's no doubts in my mind that you can do anything that you put your heart to. However, isn't it much nicer when you have more than one person working on something? Everything gets done faster. You're able to enjoy that much more of life because you are done quicker. Maybe you've learned something that you haven't known before. Maybe they showed you a trick or a shortcut, or maybe you taught them something in the maybe one of your skills. It's always nice to have a helper, but they're not mind readers. They're not good. If they don't know you need help, then they're not going to to seek you out, saying, "Oh, do you need help?" You have to be willing to ask, to let down your guard and be vulnerable and ask for that. We have the Empress coming out. Empress energy. You are connected with the earth. You want to get outside, is what I just heard. You want to start getting your hands in the earth. You want to start planting. Um, you want to provide for your people. You want to things to flourish. You're manifesting. You are trying to make plans and keep to them. You have goals. And in Empress energy, those goals are met. And there's nothing that's going to stop them from happening. Empress energy also can mean pregnancy. So I just want to say that if you are trying to get pregnant, then this could be a good time to start a family or to enhance your family. If you don't want to get pregnant, make sure you're using precautions, because the Empress is a card of fertility, abundance. Um, it's a card of growth and being fertile. So, and that doesn't necessarily mean pregnancy, but it could mean growth in your business. It could mean growth in your education. So you have to take that for how it resonates with you. But I do see people growing and people understanding more about themselves, people understanding more about other people because they have made the decision to understand about themselves. And when you understand more about yourself, you understand more about your relationship with other people and why they do the things they do and how they interpret you. And it also gives you more of, since you're more in tune with yourself, it gives you adaptability so you can create a better relationship with those around you. All right, let's see what other messages. What else do we have, Spirit? What else is going on for the collective? What else do they need to know for this week? Ooh, you might be offered an opportunity to make more money, to increase your work. Now, this is often now the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow moving energy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not coming in like the other knights, but it is steadfast and it will be in your life for much longer than the other knights. So this could be money coming in over a certain amount of time. Um, Maybe you're receiving a pension or you're getting residuals for something. Um, this is money over time or an opportunity over time. Or this could be networking, building your clients, and it's over time. They're bringing in word of mouth and things are getting more opportune for you. So that's a good thing. It might not be fast money, or fast opportunities, but opportunities will be coming in slowly but surely. You are picking up speed and gaining momentum, but it's going to be over a period of time rather than it coming in and going out. This is a more, um, like I said, steadfast energy, something that you can rely on, something that's going to um, give you gains, but slowly but surely. Like, say you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to get followers. These are going to be legitimate followers rather than paying for somebody to have more followers or trying to do something along those lines. Like, this is over time. People are talking about you. You're gaining momentum. More people are hearing what you have to say, and you're becoming more credible in your circle. Um, word of mouth advertising like they used to do in the old days, where it's like, um, people like your work, so they're going to spread business through word of mouth advertising. You know, that is the probably the best way to get business because they know you're credible, they know you do a good job. So I feel like it's that kind of opportunity, like the networking, spreading your word around, just making sure you have integrity. Okay, so I'm feeling like you have your guard up, with this strength in reverse. You're feeling guarded. Let's see. Feeling guarded this week. Here, what is the strength card about? Strength in reverse. What does the collective need to know about this strength in reverse? Strength in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what we have here. Temperance in reverse and the Five of Cups. Okay, so yeah, you're asked to be more vulnerable. I feel like there's somebody might be coming to you and asking you why you've been acting the way you are. Why haven't you been paying attention to a relationship? Um, it's like with this Five of Cups, you're paying attention to something else that's not as important as other things. Like you're putting other things before what's important. Um, this could be something as simple as sitting on the couch with your partner and you scrolling through your phone instead of communicating and asking how their day was. Um, I feel like there is also um, a disconnect of trust somewhere, and it's making you put up a wall. This could be with a family member, this could be with a partner, this could be with a company. Like maybe your bank, you had a banking situation and they took money from you or weren't secure enough or something along those lines. And It could be like, because we have, I mean, I know I have brand loyalty. So it's like when a brand screws you over, you're kind of like, you know what? I'm gone. And so it could be like you have a distrust for something along that line. It could be with a person. It could be with coworkers. It could be with schoolmates. It could be with a neighbor. Maybe a neighborhood. I just heard a neighborhood issue. That's interesting. Neighborhood issue. I mean, those people are pretty much in your life for years and years and years. So that could create problems. I can see where that would be an issue. With trust, trusting your neighbors is, I feel like, is a pretty important thing. At least having a little bit of trust in them that they're looking out for you or not, at least not disrupting you, bare minimum. Oops, excuse me while I fetch that card. Okay, so feeling left out. Maybe that's why you're not trusting, because you're feeling left out and in your head about it. Hurt because you weren't invited somewhere. Hurt because you see people having fun and you didn't get an invitation. I feel like you feel disconnected from a certain group of people. Now, this could be family that you feel a disconnection from. This could be friends, but I feel like this time it really hurts you. And you are in your head about it. You're spending too much time thinking about this. Um, and it's unfortunate that they treated you that way, but now you know their intention. You have to look at it from all angles. Okay, yes, it's crappy. It's crappy the way they treated you. However, now you know going forward, and now you know not to expect it. So you don't look like a fool. Now you know that these people may not be your people, that you have to go and find your people, find that healing place, find your people who are going to make you feel like home. And stop worrying about what these other people are doing. Find your own people. Friends are the family that you choose. So if you need to look for people who are like family, family doesn't have to be blood related. People who give you that healing energy, that raise you up. But it's really, really important to get out of your head about this because it's just bringing more negativity. And like I said, you have to look at the bright side that you've learned a lesson. And the lesson is that these people aren't your people. If they're making you feel like this and you're stuck in your head about it, then it's so important for you to take that lesson so you don't get hurt by it again. And find people who are really, truly want to invest in your friendship because you're worth a lot more than that. You're radiant. You're a healer. And sometimes you shine too brightly for other people, and then they get jealous and they don't want you around because you are attracting more attention than them. And that's egoic, yes, but it's just because they don't see and they haven't leveled up like you have. So you have to realize your own worth in this situation. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, guys, you're stuck. For a lot of you, this is not going to be the week you move on. Honestly, this is not going to be the week for you. And that's okay. But these need to start turning into this direction where you are going to take the opportunity to get out of the cycle that you've been in, to end things, something that needs to end. This Wheel of Fortune means something that you're doing needs to end. And that could be a million different things to a million different people, but something is not letting you move to the next level, is not letting you complete this cycle and move on. And until you figure out what that is, you're going to stay in that stagnant energy, and the same energy is going to keep coming back to you. And it is so important for you to realize what that is, what has you stuck, so you can change it and move on with your path, so you can get to the next level, so you can move on, so you can be free and live your life. Because if you stay in that stagnant energy, stay in whatever energy, that energy is coming right back to you. That yuck energy that has you feeling depressed and anxious. You have to change what's making you depressed and anxious before you can move on to this next path. Oh, that's awesome. Witchy World Traveler, that means so much to me. That is so sweet. Thank you for saying that. I really needed to hear that. Hi, Leroy. How's it going? So, like I said, stagnant energy. Out with the stagnant energy. You need to make some changes to get on your proper path. And only you are going to be the one to know what that is for you. I'm glad to hear that, Leroy. Did you have any questions? Did you want to answer? Okay, let's put some of these cards back into the deck. Clean up here a little bit. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for saying hi, Leroy. I love the energy of people chiming in, letting me know that you're there. It means a lot. Okay, so let's see if we have any more messages, and then we're going to move on to the Oracle deck. Leroy, everybody is going through changes. It is insane, the changes that are happening. Everywhere I turn, somebody has something going on. Okay, the Page of Cups I just got. So somebody out there might have a child or know a child or has a child in their energy that is down in the dumps. And a lot of times kids are good at hiding, especially teenagers, preteens, boys especially. I'm not trying to be gender specific, but I raised a son who it's hard to gain a reading on their temperament and when they're sad or when something's going on with them because they have this notion that they have to be strong and not reveal their feelings. So you might want to check in with your tweens and teenagers just to make sure that check on their mental health. How are things going in school? Are you dating anyone? And just check in because it's hard to gain access to that. Hi, Firmino, how's it going? Of course you can. Let me pull some oracle cards for you. Oh, they wanted to come out immediately. Can we have another one for Firmino? Thank you. Okay, so we have movement towards an adventure and the courage to step into life. I feel like maybe you might be planning on going on like a vacation. You might be planning on a vacation, or maybe it's time to plan to go on a vacation. Um, when's the last time you had a vacation? Step into life. Stop working so hard and let your hair down. Um, is what I'm getting. Go on an adventure. Plan a trip. Go on some excursions. Step into life. Get out there. Do things. Share your spirit with other people. People need to be in your spirit, in your energy, is what I'm hearing. You have a beautiful healing energy that people would love to be around. People like to be around you, and I feel like you're very healing. I feel like there's a lot of emotion that you're pouring towards something. I feel like you are divinely guided and protected right now. So if you wanted to make any changes, you have provided a lot of growth, and now is a good time to step into the next, whatever the next level is. It's a good time to move forward with a project or an idea that you've had. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Witchy World Traveler, what was your question? Shuffling, shuffling. Okay, there we go. King of Cups. Okay, so somebody has got King of Cups energy in their energy, or they could be the King of Cups. Let me see why this King of Cups was. You're welcome, Firmino. Let me see why this King of Cups energy is here. Thank you. Okay, something is going to be revealed. And I got the King of Wands in reverse. Ooh, eloping. Let's see. Spirit, I am asking for a witchy world traveler. They want to know that when they get married, is it going to be eloping? Will it be a destination wedding? Will they be traveling to get married? Will it be secretive? I feel like it's going to be very spontaneous with this night, this Page of Wands. Very spontaneous, and it's like you can't wait. It's going to be like you can't wait and very spontaneous. You're going to feel it immediately. You're going to be like, why wait? Let's do it now. It's going to be very much on a whim. Let's see. What is the connection with Witchy World Travel? Thank you. And Disneyland. Let's see. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Do I feel like it's like a passion of yours to go back there? Or to go there? It's a long-term desire of yours? I feel like this is coming in saying that you might even be offered an opportunity to go to Disney. Like this is, I feel like somebody's going to be offering you a chance at taking a trip. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Disneyland, but it is going to be something that you're passionate about, something that you've been wanting to do for a while. So if Disney was one of the top things on your list, that might be why you're seeing it. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Mysterious Art. Probably. They're constantly the family. They're so funny. Constantly pushing until you do something. Okay, well, Sergey and I have a baby. Shuffling for Mysterious Art. Let's see. I'm seeing that you can trust. You have to gain more stability first. There's something that's stuck, some kind of energy that's stuck. But yes, you will. You can trust that you will. But first of all, the stuck energy has to change. Your stability has to change. Something to do with your stability. But yes, you will have a baby is the ultimate answer. But certain things have to change regarding your stability before it's going to happen. But the ultimate answer is yes, it is going to happen. I feel like somebody might offer you some kind of getaway as far as like a brief, might be a long weekend to Disney or something along those lines is what I was getting. Like come in with an offer. Maybe you might see an advertisement or yeah, I feel like it's going to be some kind of offer for you. Oh, I'm glad that made sense for you, mysterious art. Thank you for being guided to join in the conversation. I love that so much. What else, Spirit? Oh, I was doing this one. Um, yeah, I feel like this, we have the King of Cups was clarified by the King of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is a head over heart, head versus heart situation. I'll be right with you. Of course you can. And I feel like something is going to be revealed where you're able to discover real feelings about something. But right now, you're kind of it's head versus heart situation, and something is going to be clarified for you soon. Okay, what are Muhammad's current feelings about me? Definitely for Minor. What are Muhammad's current feelings for them? What are Muhammad's current feelings for Minor? How is Muhammad feeling towards Minor? What do we got here? Ooh. He's paying more attention to you. He's seeing the opportunity. Have you said something about your feelings for him? Because I feel like he is seeing this opportunity, so he might know that you care about him. Oh, thank you so much, Witchy World Traveler. Thank you for joining in. It's such a great energy. I feel like there is something that he sees an opportunity with you. He sees you as somebody he can trust. Um, I don't know if you're in a current relationship or establishing a relationship, but he does see you. I'm feeling like he might need a little bit more encouragement, but he is seeing you. Okay, so let's see. Oh, let's do these cards. I'm pulling some oracle cards for romance or love. Thank you. Camera. What is this? Reminiscing. Keepsake. Perception. Learn from the past. Make memories. Learning from the past, taking the lessons with you to the next relationship. What else do we have? Anything else from this deck, Spirit? For love, romance, for the collective? Oof. Excuse me. Okay, so we have the Phoenix. So we all know that that is a new phase. It says rekindle, renew, transform, growth, changed mind. So somebody might be coming back to you with being changed, saying that they've changed, and it just might be true with this Phoenix card. Now we have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You have date, meeting someone new. So that could be like with this dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. And happiness. And unfortunately, we do have one negative card, heartbreak. So somebody out there is going through and healing from heartbreak. They feel deceived. But that's also healing energy. Time to heal, time to take those lessons and move forward. Granted, it's easier said than done and it takes time. But I was told to look at the bottom of the deck. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So I do feel like this is you're healing, but you also are going to soon find your soulmate. So don't stay hidden for too long because they are out there and they want to meet you. Okay, let's see. Thank you. We have you deserve love. Heck yeah, you do. You absolutely do. Pay attention to the red flags. It's sometimes they're hard to see when you're in a relationship or you're starting a new relationship. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So make sure you're communicating because you don't want to invest a lot of time if you're not going to be getting that love back. If it's not, excuse me, reciprocated, make sure you're communicating. Make sure you're on the same page when you're in a relationship. Because if they just think you're a booty call and you are hoping for something else, then that's going to be heartbreaking for you. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Generational trauma is not easy to forgive. But sometimes we don't have our parents in our lives anymore to hear that I'm sorry. So we have to forgive our traumas through healing and shadow work. So it's really something to keep in mind when working on yourself or a relationship. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. And I think I said that earlier. Somebody wants to come back and sort things out. Now, whether you want to do that or not is up to you. You have the free will to say no, but um, just know that that energy is in your vicinity and that if somebody's reaching out to you, you know why, because they want to make a connection and see where you're at. All right, so let's do this Oracle deck. What do we have here, Spirit? What does the collective need to hear? I just saw something flip over. Passion. Try something you've never done before. And that could be very different for many different people. So take that as it resonates. That could be sexy time or it could be picking up a hobby. I mean, so you really got to take that as it resonates for you and your situation. Thank you. We have go slow. Take time to get to know each other. What is your rush? Get to know each other. Create a bond. Part of intimacy is not always just sexual. It is also doing things together and getting to know each other on a different level than they would with their friends. Becoming a safe place for them is a huge knowing that they can depend on somebody. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. That doesn't sound pretty to me. Obsession is not love. Remember that. Anybody ever says that they're obsessed with you? No, no bueno. I want love, not obsession. All right, I was just told to move on. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Spirit's like, okay, move on. Whoopsies. Okay, now these are messages from Spirit. Let's see what we're working with here. See what energy messages Spirit wants us to know for this week. We have clean up your social media accounts. Clean up. Maybe you need to cut some people off. Don't blame yourself. Stop feeling guilty. Don't blame yourself. Thank you. Join a group. Now, that could be something like a group going out, maybe a group of singles going out in your neighborhood. Maybe it's like, um, you know, single parents club, or um, maybe you're joining a group because you're going through some kind of grief. But this could also be maybe you are a group of people from work are going out and play bowling after. Maybe there's a softball team that your work is involved with, or there's, competing, excuse me, hiccups um, are playing against other um, companies in your area. And that's a group. So it could be, like I said, depending on how it resonates with you. Maybe joining a group, register to vote. Listen to some upbeat music. Yes. I love that. Dance party. Thank you. Take a break. Sounds like a good idea to me, Spirit. Okay, and that's where I am going to leave us. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. And thank you for those of you who joined in with the chat. Those of you who are guided to ask questions. Um, I think there might be because I do love to dance. I don't have cats, but I do like to dance when there's nobody watching, sing out loud like I am having a concert. I'm sure my neighbors love me for that. Um, but trying to raise the energy around here. Somebody's got to do it. Um, so yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. It makes me so happy to see people participating and being guided to do so. It just makes me smile. Cheek to cheek, I can't help it but smile when I'm on here with you guys. It really, really makes me happy. Thank you for you spreading the word about my channel. It makes me so. I love the engagement. I just love the vibrations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world. And I hope to see you next time. It'll be Thursday, between 6:30 and 7 uh, Eastern Daylight Time. And I hope to see you there. I really do. I told you earlier that I have instead of doing channel messages this week, I'm going to be doing a love reading. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you guys think about it. Um, yeah, something new. We'll see how it goes. All right. Once again, thank you so much. Click on like and subscribe to my channel and that notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm going live. All right. Bye, guys.